Fluent Fox Podcast.
Learn English by listening. Okay. Have you ever had one of those mornings you wake up, you've got these grand plans, right?
Oh, yeah.
Gonna conquer the world, or at least, that project. Organize the closet.
Tackle the inbox.
Exactly. But then, somehow, the day just sort of slips away.
Mm-hmm.
You get lost scrolling or watching something, and bam, hours gone. And then comes that feeling.
Or guilt.
Yeah, the guilt. That thing we call laziness. It's super common, isn't it?
Incredibly common. We've all been there.
So today, that's our deep dive. We're going into that feeling, the mission. Let's unpack why it happens, and more importantly, find some simple, actionable ways to deal with it. We're looking at it maybe a bit differently.
Precisely. And the insights for this dive come from a source that really boils down practical steps for, a more productive life. It gives a pretty empowering new way to look at what feels like a personal flaw. Turns it into something manageable.
Okay, so let's start there. What is laziness, really? Let's unpack that first.
Well, the source defines it pretty straightforwardly. It's basically when you do not want to do things, even if you know they are good for you.
Right. Like, you should study, but the sofa just seems magnetic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you want to clean up, but you just sit there. It's that gap between intention and action.
A feeling, yeah.
But here's the crucial bit, the big reframe from the source. It really emphasizes that laziness isn't, some bad part of you. It's not a character flaw.
Okay.
It says it is just a feeling, and we can change it. And if you think about it, knowledge is only really useful if you understand it enough to apply it, right?
Right.
So seeing laziness as just an experience, not who you are, that's the vital first step. It opens the door to actually doing something about it.
That reframe, it sounds simple, but it feels huge. Seeing it as just a feeling. But, if someone's felt lazy their whole life, how do they really start believing it's not just them? What's the hurdle there?
That's a great question. It's tough because, society often tells us busy equals good, right?
Yeah.
Productive equals worthy. So we feel guilty when you're not constantly doing something. The real hurdle is unhooking that self-judgment from the feeling itself. If you can accept it like feeling hungry or tired, just a temporary state, then you can look at it strategically with curiosity instead of beating yourself up.
Ah, okay. Curiosity, not judgment. I like that.
Nah.
So we've got a new angle on what it is, but the million-dollar question is why? Why do we get stuck in that feeling? The source actually points to three main reasons, and they might not be what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, reason number one is you're tired.
It sounds too simple.
Right. But it's so fundamental. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you've just been pushing. Work, life, everything.
Your body and mind, they have limits. They need to recharge. If that energy is low, resisting action is almost like a safety mode.
Yeah, like self-preservation.
Exactly. Think of it like your phone. If the battery's flashing red, it's not going to run complex apps very well, is it?
Nope. Barely makes calls.
Same idea with your brain and body. Low battery means you're going to feel that resistance, that laziness. So the first question is always, are you actually getting enough rest?
Good point.
Aim for that solid 7-8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And don't dismiss little breaks. Even a quick 15-minute rest during the day can make a difference. And crucially, like the source says, don't feel guilty about resting. Resting is part of being productive. It's essential fuel.
Rest as fuel, not failure. Got it. Okay. Reason number two, you don't know where to start.
The overwhelm, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You look at this massive task like clean the entire house, and your brain just goes, whoa.
Too much.
Exactly. That's huge. That's scary. Let's maybe check email instead. And boom, paralysis sets in, disguised as laziness.
And looking at the bigger picture, this ties into something called cognitive load. When a task seems overwhelmingly large, our brain tries to conserve energy. It hits its processing limit.
Right.
So the brilliant advice here is to make big goals into small steps. Don't say clean the house. Say
clean just this one chair.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or wash just one cup. Just one tiny thing.
Okay.
Because the moment you do that tiny thing, you get this little hit of success. Like, okay, I did something. And that little win gives you a bit of energy, a bit of motivation for the next small step. That's how you build momentum.
Breaking down the cognitive load,
Yeah.
that makes so much sense. But, okay, what if it's not the size? What if it's fear? That brings us to reason 3. You are afraid of making mistakes.
This is a big one, a really common one.
Yeah, I think so too. You want to learn something new, maybe a language or an instrument.
Right.
But that little voice pipes up, what if I mess up? What if I sound stupid? What if people laugh? And that fear, it just freezes you.
It absolutely does. You end up lazy simply because you're too scared to even try.
So what's the counter to that?
Well, this really gets to the heart of how we view failure, doesn't it? The source puts it beautifully. Everyone makes mistakes. It's totally normal. It's actually how we learn. Mistakes aren't bad things to avoid at all costs. They're feedback. They're your teachers telling you what works and what doesn't.
Teachers, not failures.
Exactly. Think about a little kid learning to walk. They fall down constantly, right?
All the time.
But did they just give up? Say, walking's not for me. No. The baby isn't afraid of falling. Every tumble is just data. We need to get back to that mindset. Be like the baby.
Be like the baby. I like it.
The most important thing really is just to start and then keep trying, even when you stumble. Especially when you stumble.
Okay, so understanding the why, being tired, overwhelmed, or scared, that's huge. But knowing isn't always doing. So let's shift to the how. 3 really simple, strong steps to actually stop being lazy, or rather feeling lazy.
Let's do it. Action time.
Step 1, start with a plan, and not just any plan, a specific one.
Specificity is key.
Yeah, don't just say, I'll be productive. Say, okay, from 10:00 to 10:30, I will study English, then I'll take a short break, and then I will clean my desk.
And write it down. There's power in writing it down.
Definitely. It makes it real, less fuzzy.
Absolutely. A plan, especially when you've written out, gives you this sense of control. You're telling your day what to do, not just reacting to whatever feeling pops up.
You're the boss of the day.
You're the boss. And start small with the plan too, right? Don't map out 10 hours right away. Plan for just an hour or 2. Make it feel achievable.
Good tip. Okay, step 2. Create a good environment. Your surroundings, they matter a lot.
And the space around you can either help you or hinder you. Big time.
Right. A good environment supports focus. A bad one, it can just make you feel sluggish, make you want to drift off, like trying to study on your bed.
Oh, classic mistake. Your brain screams sleep time when you're on the bed.
Exactly. Your bed is for sleeping. The association is too strong. So the advice is find a dedicated spot, a clean desk, a specific chair, even just a corner of the table.
Keep it tidy, too. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind, that feeling of being overwhelmed we talked about.
Yeah.
And we have to mention the phone.
The phone. The ultimate productivity killer sometimes.
The source calls it a big, big enemy of productivity. When it's time to focus, the advice is clear. Turn it off, or at least put it somewhere far away, out of sight, out of mind.
Solid advice. Hard to do sometimes, but necessary. Okay, finally, step 3. And this one. The source calls it a powerful trick.
The 5-minute rule.
Yes. Just do it for 5 minutes. This is for those times when you feel that heavy laziness. You just do not want to start.
The real inertia, yeah.
Exactly. When that hits, you tell yourself, okay, just 5 minutes. That's it. Only 5 minutes.
So like the dishes are piled high.
You say, I'll wash dishes for 5 minutes. That's all. Or you need to study.
I'll just read 1 page. 5 minutes max.
Right. What happens then? Why is this so powerful?
It's psychological genius, really. It makes the task seem incredibly small, tiny, not intimidating at all.
Takes the pressure off.
Completely. 5 minutes. Anyone can do 5 minutes. But then something almost magical happens once you start. Once you're actually doing the thing, even for just those few minutes, that heavy feeling, it often just evaporates. The inertia breaks.
You get momentum.
Exactly. You start to feel a bit of energy. And often you find yourself wanting to keep going. Because honestly, the hardest part is just getting started, isn't it?
Always the hardest part.
This 5-minute rule is like a little cheat code to overcome that initial barrier. Those 5 minutes can easily turn into 10 or 20. You build this positive flow.
That's a brilliant, simple tool. Okay, so let's quickly pull this all together or deep dive into tackling that lazy feeling. First, check yourself. Are you just tired? Rest is crucial. Second, if a task feels huge, break it way down. Tiny steps. Third, reframe mistakes. They're teachers, not reasons to quit.
Absolutely. Understand the why.
Then the how. Step 1, make a specific written plan. Step 2, set up your environment for success, tidy space, phone away. And step 3, use that amazing 5-minute rule to just get started.
And if you zoom out again, the big takeaway here is really empowering. It's that shift in perspective.
Right.
You aren't fundamentally a lazy person. You're a human who sometimes feels lazy. We all do. It's not a permanent flaw. It's a temporary state. And the best part, you can change it. You actually have control.
You have control. That's the key message.
It really is.
So remember, every single day is a new chance. Heck, every hour is a new chance. You don't need to wait for Monday or the first of the month. You can start right now. So the question to leave you with is, what will you do with your next 5 minutes?